Sheng Sheng and I found...
This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay?
No, I have to keep going. Jiang Li is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I remember now. But she said that the method...
Easy, Jiali. Mind the side effects.
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better. Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned no doubt an encounter after them. Jiang Li was...
That's right. This is where...
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there.
It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Order guide you. Stabilize. The process of elimination. Here you are.
Remember, health comes first.
see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here? There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us?
Look
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Come on out, right here, right now.
Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency. A bitter pill to swallow. Cool it.
Right here.
This is order. Solidified.
Oh, so sorry.
Show them. Emerge. Come on out.
Mind the side effects.
Dr. Bai Chžu, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we...
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Bai Chžu said? The poison within Jialiang's, if the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no.
Indeed. If the god...
I wondered when the stain...
Wait! But Bai Chžu, you're...
You could...
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for...
Dr. Bai Chžu, give it to me.
The god remains have reached her internal organs.
But Dr. Bai Chžu, if I continue to sustain my own... I know for a... If my choice can bring
Jialiang?
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang, Baizhu, Changsheng, is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiangli will have tried all the conventional methods.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural life. What a crazy situation! Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now
I've seen many
in the human realm, all think at least that's
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those, I cannot help but think that
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough. If you could only see him now. So. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come.
as you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and...
I'll take...
Mom, something's really...
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear...
Jialiang! 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 Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Bai Chžu, I must...
That's right. Before, of course, this is but a crude imitation of an adeptus, whether it will keep you alive. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbye.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance.
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret.
No.
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy. One cheat sheet was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have...
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Bai Chžu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng Funeral Parlor out of business. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone? All's well that ends well. If you ask...
It feels like it was a whole life...
Yay! Paimon! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh...
Wait up! I'll come too! Bai Chžu,
Don't mention it, Jiangli.
Just your duty, huh? Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Bai Chžu. I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of...
No, not at all. But not just that. You even managed to improve upon the... Bai Chžu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of...
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jialiang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that...
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how are my methods any different? Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined...
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never...
Bai Chžu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. Can you still stop before it's too...
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad'll be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow, Bai Chžu. I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't. Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you. They will...
There's no need to worry, Jia.
Bai Chžu, what did Jiang Li mean by not around? Every single mortal I've... Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has